Hi,
Hi.
Jalyn.
Hi.
I'm Lisa Oram. I'm the marketing director at Snow Farm, and I'm here sitting in front of the farmhouse on a hot but beautiful day. And I am with Jalyn Cox, who I'm going to spend a few minutes chatting with. And I hope that you, our audience, will get to know her a little bit. Jalyn is a recent Emerson College graduate. She is an entrepreneur, a businesswoman, the owner and founder of a jewelry company called Raw Intention. And she is a Snow Farm student. Jalyn is a recipient of some of our scholarships that are designated for BIPOC artists. And she recently came to Snow Farm to take a class in dimensional enameling with Tanya Crane. So Jalyn, can you just first tell us a little bit about how you got interested in jewelry, how this came to be a part of your life?
Yeah, of course. So when I was about 5 years old, my mom started to teach me how to make jewelry for myself. I kind of like grew up, it was kind of my mom's creative outlet. She was always making jewelry, fixing her friends' pieces, and, making things for our loved ones. And I always thought it was so much fun and just to like lose time making things with one another. And I kind of lost it for a while in making. And when I probably about 3 years ago, I was doing an internship in LA, and I noticed a lot of people wearing crystals around their necks. And a lot of the time they would like put them in these little balls. And I
Mhm.
was like, I love crystals, and I feel like I could just make them into such beautiful pieces of jewelry, or kind of like my own personal style. And I kind of sat on that idea for a really long time. And I actually ended up going to like a tarot card reader who did not know anything about me, did not know anything about my path, my thoughts, my ideas, anything. And they were like, I think you should start making jewelry. And I was like, okay, I can't like ignore this any
Wow.
longer. So I just
Wow.
started doing it. And that's how I kind of led myself back into it. And I've been doing it for 2 years consistently now, specifically wire wrapping. And I just love it. It's very meditative, very therapeutic for me. And it's just an amazing outlet that I've kind of found that I feel like is a part of now my career path.
That tarot card leader really said you should start making jewelry, not like just be creative or start, making something. Literally said, start making jewelry.
Yeah, they were like, I don't know why, but I'm just hearing that you should start making jewelry and it would be a wonderful way to jumpstart your career and you could make some
Wow.
good money doing that right now and also just be like a great path and avenue for you. And I was like, that is so random and also something that I've been sitting on for like months just because I was not quite confident enough in myself just yet to like fully kind of dive deeply into it. So that was much needed kind of guidance at that time,
So
which
what
was really
happened
cool.
next? The next thing I know about you is that you had a business that you that
Yeah.
you that you made jewelry and started selling it. How was it to start a business while you were in college?
It was a lot of work, but it was so much fun for me. So at Emerson College, a lot of people are into film, entertainment, yeah, entertainment of all kind of sorts. And that's kind of like the artistic fields of Emerson. And so I helped a lot of my friends do like film and social media for their films. And so after having this idea, I was like, wait, this is my thing. This is like my art that I want to kind of make. And honestly, instantly after getting that reading, I went out, I got a bunch of crystals. I had my mom ship me her material. She wasn't really using it that much anymore. And then I just started making and I just made an Instagram handle. Thankfully, I lived with like 5 of my really close girlfriends at the time. And so I would just have them model for me. I'm also very much into photography and stuff. So it's kind of like a collective love together.
That's
So
great.
I was just making things and then made a lot of things for myself. And then I started just making things specifically for my first jewelry collection, which then I kind of eventually put out into the world. And yeah, I just like instantly just started it and it's kind of grown just I've grown into kind of like my own artistry and kind of my own like specific style since then, I think, which
Yeah.
is really amazing for me. And yeah, I just kind of, I know it sounds crazy, but I literally just
Whew.
started.
So what was it like to come to Snow Farm and be in a class? I don't think you've even maybe taken any formal jewelry making classes.
No, I hadn't. So it was honestly like an incredible, amazing experience, especially doing it with Tanya. Tanya really like went out of her way to make me feel welcomed and
Mm,
kind of like in the know about a lot of different
yeah,
stuff because I'm very much like self-taught, watching YouTube videos,
yeah,
talking to my mom, like, how do you think I should quite do this? And just kind of throwing ideas around. So it was incredible to be able to be in a studio space for the first time ever. And yeah, no, it was honestly just like an incredible experience. And now I kind of feel like now that I'm post grad, I'm like, I want to really continue my education in making different kinds of jewelry. So honestly, like it was 2 weeks after my graduation that I was able to go to
yeah,
the workshop, and it was just
yeah.
such divine kind of timing. And yeah, it was incredible. And it's kind of just solidified a lot of things for me, and like where I want to continue to kind of grow my education.
Is there anything specific that you learned that has already had an impact on your jewelry?
Yes. This is actually, I have it right here.
Sure.
So this is like something so basic that well, there's two things that were very basic that would make my life just so much easier. So one of the things that I got to use in the studio was the drill, the jewelry drill, which is something like I have a hand drill at home and I
Yeah,
constantly am breaking like some of
yeah.
my crystals because it's
Oh
not
boy.
quite the same. It's not
Yeah.
quite the same thing. And that was super cool. A little intimidating at first, but Tanya sat down with me and taught me how to do it. And I was like, if I had this, it just made everything so much easier and I had so much fun using it. And another thing that I learned was how to like correctly file. So I bought my own kind of like filing set after that. But it was like the first time I was able to really work with copper or any sort of like metal specifically, with enameling, because we got to kind of cut our own shapes, make our own things, and then enamel them. So just like learning how to correctly file something as
Yeah.
simple as that was just like game changer. Like I literally sat on my phone and ordered like the filing needles like to my house right after that because I was like, oh my gosh, this is
That's
awesome and
awesome.
so useful. Um, but yeah, it was
Great.
great. It was
Great.
really great.
We were so glad to have you here. And I'm wondering now, I mean, it's always hard those few months after one graduates college, and I'm sure everybody says, well, what are you doing next? Or what are your plans? What are your dreams? And I just wonder if you could indulge the question one more time and share with us a little bit, because I think that you are somebody that we are going to keep seeing. We're going to be seeing things about you and from you in the years to come. You're very, so I just wonder what you think it's going to look like.
Yeah. So right now I kind of have like, first of all, thank you so much for that. That was so kind. But I guess kind of I have like three post grad kind of goals right now that I'm sort of trying to manifest into fruition. But so currently one of my goals is I would love to get a job for a jewelry studio or a jewelry designer. My major was in marketing communications, which I
Awesome.
think is definitely one of my strong suits. And I was able to kind of put into use with raw intention. My second goal is to continue to make and sell jewelry. And then my third goal is I really want to continue my education in
Mm,
actual jewelry making, specifically in like metal work, goldsmithing, like silver work as well. So yeah, I don't quite know what all of it looks like just
yeah,
yet,
yeah,
but I've been applying to certain jobs, like applying to other interns, like other like scholarships and stuff, and like really looking, I guess just for like places to continue to learn and push myself into the jewelry industry because it's definitely a love that I've found for myself. And I'm glad that I was able to go to Snow Farm and actually learn like, yes, I do want to continue to grow and learn my own kind of self and how to make
yeah.
different things.
Your
So
voice
that
and
was amazing.
find your own voice. You've already done that a bit, but I'm sure it will continue to evolve.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
so Jalen, tell us just where to follow you, where to find you, where to keep up with what is happening with you, and see your jewelry and all that kind of stuff.
Yes, absolutely. So first, you can go follow my Raw Intention Instagram account, which is Raw Intention Jewelry. And then I also have a TikTok, which is just Raw Intention, as well as my website, which is raw-intention.com. And yeah, that's where you can follow me, see all the collection updates and releases. On my website, you can also subscribe to the newsletter, which lets you know when different collections are coming out. And yeah, that's me. That's where you can check out different stuff.
Great. And what's the price range of your jewelry if people would be interested in buying it?
Yeah, absolutely. So I would say that normal price ranges for earrings and necklaces are from 16 on the really, really low end to $40. I do
Mhm.
do custom pieces as well.
Oh,
All of
good.
this is wire wrapping specifically. So kind of my goal and hopes and like aspirations is as I learn different kinds of jewelry
Sure.
making to kind of set, I still want to keep prices at that range because I think it makes it accessible, especially to younger people like myself, to be able to continue to buy jewelry. But I really hope to kind of have tiers of different prices based on kind of the jewelry making and the time and the materials that go into it as well.
Great. Well, Jalen, I wish you the best of luck, and I really hope that the Snow Farm community will take a look at your website and at your jewelry and um, follow you and adorn themselves with crystals and your good raw intentions. So thanks for spending some time with us today, and we'll see you again soon.
Yes, definitely. Thank you.
You're welcome.